Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Deep Rock Galactic. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zarel. Let's get to it. So today we're doing the deep dive, codenamed Wicked Thunder. But before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. So let's get into it. Stage 1 of the deep dive has you doing an industrial sabotage and taking on a Dreadnought. The Dreadnought, of course, is the boss-like creature of the Deep Rock Galactic. And this time around, we got the Lacerator and Arbalest. They're kind of like twins. They burrow around going invulnerable. They don't have a shielded stage. But if you do too much damage to one, they will share health between the two of them. So make sure that you're more or less damaging them more or less equally. Once you get one taken out, then it's, no holds barred, take out the other one, and then you're done. You don't have to worry about them healing after that. So when you're doing an industrial sabotage, you have to get the data rack from the caretaker. In order to do that, there's several layers to do this industrial sabotage. So first of all, you're going to follow the power cords to the power station, which looks like it's kind of pumping something, I don't know what. Call down the hacking pod. Once the pod shows up, might have to look around a little bit for it. Grab the little hacker pods from that pod that dropped in and connect the hacker pod to the power station. You'll see kind of a green glow around where it's possible, so you don't have to guess how close or how far. As long as it's within that circle and clear line of sight, you're good to go. So however you need to get the pods over and around and whatever you need to do in order to get it from the pod to the power station. Now while you're doing this, also be on the lookout for Nitra and gold. Once you have everything hooked up, then you're ready to start hacking. So you're going to have swarms of enemies coming at you when you're hacking. Apparently the frequency that you're using to hack or the noise, whatever it happens to be, is drawing in enemies. And of course, the bots know what's going on. They figure it out and send some shredders or patrol bots your way. Now once you get both of the power stations down, then you're ready to go grab that data rack, but you're going to have to pry it out of the caretaker's cold, dead arms. And of course, the caretaker has different phases. You have a shielded stage, you have a invulnerable stage. The shielded stage, you have to take out those vents on the top of it that are rotating around. Make sure that you're avoiding the shields that it throws at you. Avoid getting hit or shot at. Once you have all of the vents taken care of, one of the four sides will have the eye open. You'll see a red beam coming down. Get over in view of it and do as much damage as quickly as possible. It'll go invulnerable again, and then of course it'll open somewhere else. So go around, look for where it's at, do damage as quickly as possible, and each phase adds something to it. So it could be drones, it could be shredders, it could be turrets, it could be phase bombs. But once you have all three phases done, that's it. Caretaker is done for. Grab that data rack, strap it to the mule, and call in the drop pod and get out.
This is the resupply pod.
Now once this happens and the drop pod shows up on your radar there, you can start making your way to it, or you can follow the mule back to it. It's whatever you want to do. Now at this point I want to point out that the deep dive is a 3-stage raid-like environment where you can play with just by yourself with your buddy Bosco, or with up to 3 other players, either match-made or pre-made. Now, it's completely possible to do it by yourself solo, but it will likely take longer to do by yourself because you only have one set of arms. You can only do so much at a time, even with your buddy Bosco and as awesome as he is. So once you get to the drop pod, you just have to wait for the mule to dock in order for them to open up the door so you can get out.
Rock and stone.
But once the mule gets docked into the drop pod, you can make your way out. You might want to reserve some ammo or defend yourself however you need to. Once the door opens, get in as quickly as possible and make your way to the next stage. Here we are, already 1/3 of the way there. No big deal. Alright, on to stage 2 of the deep dive. This time we have regenerative bugs, and we're looking for both Aquarks and alien eggs. Both of them are going to be on the sides or even the ceiling or floor of the level, so you have to keep your eyes open. Eggs you'll be able to see on the terrain scanner. Aquarks, you'll have to go and look for them. They'll have those glowing blue specks, and you just dig in, look for kind of the glow, the glowiest part of the glowing blue flecks to find the Aquark. And once it pops out, then you just have to take it over to the rig. There's no mule on this mission, so you can't rely on anyone other than yourself to transport everything from one area to another. That includes your gold and nitro. Now, there's going to be bugs, lots and lots of bugs, and because it's regenerative bugs, any damage you do, if you don't finish them off, they'll start regenerating health over time. So make sure that once you start attacking a bug, that you take them out completely. Otherwise, they're going to come back like zombies for more and more. And of course, keep yourself alive. Being at the rig is generally a bad idea because you have to look all the way around you. Not only just north, east, west, and south, but also up and down, as bugs can be coming from any direction. They're very good climbers. So do your best to take out the swarms of bugs that are going to be coming after you. Now, one of the things that you might want to watch out for, this stage you'll want to do as quickly as possible because the bugs are going to be coming at you at a more regular pace the longer you're in the level. So it's best to take this stage and get it done quickly.
All eggs collected.
Alien eggs, if you do it during the Spring Festival, they're going to be a little bit more festive looking than they normally are, and a little less goopy. Now, once you have all the Aquarks and alien eggs, send the rig into orbit. Now, you'll have to defend yourself for 2 minutes before they send in the drop pod. So there'll be swarms of enemies, and you just have to defend or run around, whatever you can do. Now, once the time is up, it still takes a few seconds for the drop pod to show up on your screen, and then, of course, to actually land. So once you see it pop up, you can start making your way over there. If you have an idea where it's going to be at, go ahead and go there. If you're a driller, then of course you can just make a tunnel straight over. Don't have to wait for a mule because there is no mule. Just get on the drop pod and get out. And that's it for stage 2 of the deep dive. Look at us go, already 2/3 of the way there. Now this is a good time to point out that everything carries over from one stage to the next. That includes your gold, your nitro, your ammo, your health, everything, including what's in your pocket. So if you don't have time to put your loot into the mule or into the drop pod or rig, you can still do so on the next stage. Third stage of the deep dive has rich atmosphere and shield disruption. Now you're going to be looking for crystallized morkite and there's another Dreadnought to take care of. This time around, we got the Glyphid Dreadnought, which is a very standard boss-like creature. It has an invulnerable stage, it has a shielded stage, and then it has a damage phase. So once you get to the damage phase, do as much damage as quickly as possible before it goes immune again, and then you have to start all over and knock down that shield. These guys are bullet sponges, so when you get to the damage phase, quickly do damage so that you're not wasting your ammo. Now the crystallized Morkite is that bluish gray glow on the sides of the level. Go ahead and look for it and mine it, as well as looking for gold and nitra while you're at it, because all the gold, of course, will give you more credits at the end of the deep dive, and nitra will let you call in more resupply pods, so you never have to worry about running out of ammo. Once you have all of the Morkite and the Dreadnought taken care of, you can make your way out. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
More, there's up. Reloading. Fall back to the drop pod. Sentry gun needs assembling. Lining up. It's armed and ready. I'm out of here. On ready. Stick around. Bigger they are. Thing's about to go boom. Resupply ordered.
Stand back. Supply pod inbound. Drop pod departing in T-minus 3 minutes.
Brain, I'm on your hurry up.
The mule is secured. Initiating launch sequence. Deep Rock Galactic thanks you for your good work. Drop pod will leave with or without you. Good work. We're pulling you back in.
We are unbreakable. This is the right stuff. Yeah.
PlayStation